Yo, I started the cut as well. Yo, chat, I forgot to tell you guys. Yeah, I started the cut, man. Wait, chat, here. I told you guys I was going to show this when I started it. I'm hitting 1,900 calories right now, guys. I'm going to be tracking all of my food, so in case you guys want to cut with me, I'm trying to hit 1,900 calories right now. If you guys want to cut with me, I'm dropping from like 180. I'm exactly 180. I weighed myself at the gym yesterday. I'm 180. I'm going to drop down to 167, I think, and just get kind of diced up for my Halloween costume. I'm not going to tell you guys what it is yet, but I need to be a little bit nice and lean for my Halloween costume. Nice and lean, nice and tanned. Tanned and lean is what I'm going for my Halloween costume. So the bulk is over. I told you guys I'm using MyFitnessPal to track my calories. It is a free app. I told you guys about it before, but it is a free app to track your calories and keep track of your macronutrients, all that kind of shit. So I'm hitting 1,900. So I told you guys I would give a full day of eating what I ate for a full 1,900 calories to hit my protein goals, my carb goals, all of the above. Yesterday I hit 1,849. It was the first day of the bulk. My goal was 1,900 calories. Started the day with a 42-gram protein Fairlife bottle. Had 2 Hawaiian rolls. I mean, hey, just because we're dieting doesn't mean we can't have a little bit of fun. Yeah, I squeezed in 2 Hawaiian rolls in there before the gym. Then I went to the gym and I had 1 Isopure, which is just another protein shake. So by like midday, I had 2 protein shakes and 2 Hawaiian rolls. Okay, boom, whatever. Who cares? Easy. Whoops, same pick. Whatever. Then for dinner, oh man, chat, how do I explain this? Do you guys know what mustard chicken is? You guys ever had mustard chicken before? Oh my God. Chat, welcome to the dark, decrepit pits of bodybuilding culinary arts. Mustard chicken. Well, let me walk you into my world. In the world of bodybuilding and fitness-related activities, mustard is your greatest friend. Why? Because it is 0 calories. And for 0 calories, it probably packs the most flavor explosion possible. Because it's salty, it's vinegary, it's sour, it's delicious. Now you're obviously going to need protein, right? So you're gonna slap some chicken, okay? Now, what's the easiest way to consume chicken for a limited amount of calories? Well, you just put some mustard on that bitch. Yes, mustard is 0 calories. Yes. I believe mustard per serving, it is 60 milligrams of sodium, and then that's it. Outside of that, there's no calories. So it's a really fucked up recipe I made. It's basically like a deconstructed hamburger. So what you do is you get, I used 12 ounces of ground chicken. It's nice and lean ground meat. You cook that up. You season it to taste. So I did some garlic powder, some onion powder, some pepper, some salts, just random spices I have. Then I take 3 russet potatoes, I chop them up, and then put them into the ground chicken that's been cooked. Then I cover it with water, let it boil until the potatoes are nice and soft. Then I remove it from the pan, so it's nice and seasoned, the potatoes are nice and soft. Then I douse that bitch in mustard, a little bit of ketchup, and a little bit of mayo, just a little bit of mayo, and then mix that around. And then I do about a half of a raw onion, and then mix that around, and then bam, bam, thank you, ma'am, a macro-friendly mustard chicken. Dude, it is the worst, best food you could ever eat. I ate that every single day when I was in Japan, like trying to just maintain weight, or if I needed to cut for something. I ate that every single day for like 2 years straight. It is the most depressing but delicious, flavor-packed meal you could ever ask for. It is so fucking good. Now, there's obviously variations you could take. You don't have to be as psychotic as me. To me, it tastes good, though. To me, it legitimately tastes good. Boiled chicken is foul. No, so you don't boil the chicken. Do not boil the chicken. No, you fry it in the pan first. You're only boiling the potatoes. You want to fry and then deglaze the pan with the boiling potato water. Not chat. It sounds really gross. It sounds really gross. I know it sounds gross. Trust me. I'm aware. But you guys, it's a sacrifice you have to make. Now, I have a girlfriend now. Okay, when I was doing this, I was a single guy. Okay, I was not doing these strats when I had a girlfriend, but now I do. So I had to have the talk yesterday. Okay, I felt like I had to do like like when certain people have to go around the neighborhood and say what they are. I feel like I had to do that last night. Because Nyan finished her stream and she came out and she said, "Oh man, I'm so hungry. What's what are we gonna have for dinner?" Listen, baby, I need to tell you something. You ever had mustard chicken? What's that? And then I had to tell her my truth, my past, of everything about me. Yes, I did make a separate bowl of mustard chicken because I'm sure you're looking at this ground chicken right now and thinking, wait, Mr. Aethel, only 12 ounces of ground chicken. Don't they prepare it in a pound pack? And isn't there 16 ounces in a pound? Where'd the other 4 ounces of chicken go? I made a sacrifice, okay? That's how you know I really like you, okay? I gave 4 ounces of my bodybuilder mustard chicken to Nyan last night for her to try. Yeah. No, it's true. It's true. Yeah, I made the sacrifice. I sacrificed probably, God, damn near 15 grams of protein. Holy shit. For a girl? It doesn't sound like me. But it is. 15 grams of protein, man. Holy shit. You know what it tastes like? It just tastes like potato salad. It's pretty much the same. It sounds really gross, but it legitimately just tastes like potato salad with ground chicken, like seasoned, delicious ground chicken in it. She loved it. She actually loved it. Like, no, she actually really liked it. Chat, it legitimately tastes good as fuck. If you season it right, like if you do the proper seasonings, like obviously like make sure you put like, actual seasoning into the chicken and it'll taste fucking dank as hell. Is this a real recipe? Nah, this is something I made up, but it's like it's the best low calorie, high protein, like just simple carbohydrate option. And it's so easy to make. It takes like 15 minutes. You need mustard recommendations? Well, here's the best part. You want to see the mustard that I use? You have to use brandless yellow, neon yellow mustard. Okay, there can be no brand. Do not get Heinz. Do not get French's. Do not get any of that shit. You want brandless, market edition, yellow neon mustard. That is the most important aspect of this meal. Now for ketchup, you can go branded ketchup, but mustard ketchup has to be neon yellow. Has this become a trolling stream now? No, I'm not trolling. Guys, I'm not. It is a legit food. I'm going to eat it today too. Give us the recipe. 1 pound of ground chicken, about 3 russet potatoes, medium size, garlic powder, onion powder, salts. I mean, you can even make it a little spicy, add in a little paprika, a little chili powder, whatever you got, pepper, salt, fry all that up. Make sure the potatoes are soft. I mean, you could even do a baked potato and cut it up a baked potato in there, or you could use rice instead too. Then it's just mustard, ketchup, and just a little bit of mayo. I mean, chat, it's basically just like a deconstructed hamburger. You know what I mean? Like, you guys wouldn't think twice about putting mustard and ketchup on ground beef, right? And just eating that. It's no different. And then for taste, for like volume of food, when you're dieting, the hardest part is not eating, right? Like the volume of food. So a good calorically undense, calorically, I don't know the term, but calorically loose, I guess you could say, is onions. I just chopped up a full half onion and put it in the bowl. Ketchup, mustard, mayo, half an onion, chicken and potatoes, man. Oh my God, I'm getting fucking hungry as hell just thinking about it. Yeah, calorically sparse. Yeah, calorically sparse. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I don't know. This just sounds like such a white boy meal. Oh no, it is, man. It is. But when you're eating for a diet, when you're eating for like that kind of stuff, it doesn't matter. It taste no longer matters anymore. The beautiful thing about mustard chicken The beautiful thing about mustard chicken is that you can pretty much replace any sauce, but I wouldn't replace the mustard. I would not replace the mustard because that is the basis for it all, because the mustard is 0 calories. Ketchup has calories. Mayonnaise has calories. Honey mustard has calories. Barbecue sauce has calories. Teriyaki has calories. No, we can't just do teriyaki chicken. No, because that has a shit ton of carbohydrates. It's just pure sugar. Chat, mustard is king, baby. Mustard is king, baby. It's all about the mustard. It's all about the mustard now. Yellow mustard, it doesn't get better than that. Now, guys, you might be wondering, Aethel, wow, that dinner sounded so good. What did you have as a snack? Because I see that 384 calories of snackies there at the bottom. What did you have for desserts? Well, chats, what if I told you I had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and that was everything I ate in the entire day, right there. Aethel, what did your macros look like? I mean, today I'm going to try to limit my carbohydrates just a little bit more, get my fats up a little bit, because I was 11 grams short on fat and 20 grams high on carbs. And then honestly, if I go over in protein, it's fine. It's not a huge deal. Aethel, have you ever done fasting? Yeah, I do intermittent fasting. So I usually fast for about 16 hours every day, especially if I'm doing diets like this. Intermittent fasting is going to be your best friends. Yeah, fast for 16 hours, only eat for 8. It's literally a hack. It's so easy. Bro, so white he doesn't know hot sauce. No. It's not the same. It's not the same. No, trust me. I'm a hot sauce connoisseur. We have. I mean, fucking literally, legitimately every hot sauce in our fridge. It's not the same. It's not the same. You don't know about the mustard chicken life, guys. You just don't get it, man. Until you have it. Until you have it. Eggs are a great slow release protein. Yeah, if you're really crazy, now I have done mustard chicken with hard boiled eggs inside of it. It's like an egg potato salad. It's so fucking good. It's so good. Does hot sauce help anyone else fast? Yeah, I mean hot sauce is great too. It's just when you're really here's the thing about hot sauce, okay? Hot sauce is great. Do not get me wrong. Do not get me wrong. I love hot sauce. I legitimately put hot sauce on everything. I love spicy food. Okay, I love it. I love it. But when your calories get really low, for whatever reason, my body just craves like sour and salts. And mustard is the closest thing I get to like having like sour candies because it's vinegar based. So mustard is like the only thing that I get that's like somewhat candy like. It's somewhat sour like. It's like a Sour Patch Kid. It triggers that response of like the salty sweet sour thing. It sounds sad. Oh no, it is. It's very, very sad. Yeah. No, I'm not saying anybody should eat like this. Do you take any extra vitamins in forms of pills or something? Just like a multivitamin? Yeah, I know it sounds crazy. I know it sounds wild. I'm not professing that this is like some reach in a culinary field. No, this is eating. This isn't even eating anymore. You're just consuming matter to replace matter in your body. It goes beyond enjoying food anymore. It's eating with a purpose. What about liquid intake? So obviously my protein intake is going to be pretty damn high. It's like 173 grams. It's quite a bit. So if you're ingesting this much protein, you want to make sure you're getting a shit ton of water. So I drink probably upwards of about a gallon and a half of water every day, like just multiple liters. I mean, I don't even know, like 4 liters a day, probably. Even still, I get tired of potato salad if I had to eat it every day for years. You know what? I am just one of those people. I genuinely do not get tired of eating the same thing every day. I don't. I had to do it as a kid. I genuinely do not mind it. Chat, you might make fun of mustard chicken. You might think it sounds gross, but man, I'll tell you, bro, when you're eating saltines with ketchup and hot sauce, you really just genuinely don't care. You know what I mean? Like I was trained from a young age to just not give a fuck and just eat whatever is available. I will literally eat anything for extended periods of time. It's just, you know, it's just how we grew up, man. Yeah, defend for yourself, you know? I was talking to Nyan about this yesterday. I mean, she would eat deli meat with you know, just dipped in hot sauce, you know? I would put salami on Ritz crackers and that would be my dinner. You know what I mean? Like growing up in the Midwest, like the lower middle class Midwest, like bro, you eating the same thing every day, it would be weird if you didn't. You know what I mean? It'd be weird if you had more than 2 sauces on a plate. It's just I don't know, man. It's just genetic at this point. Oatmeal and cinnamon toast with butter. Oh my god, that is such a classic. Fuck, that is a classic. Yeah, just mayonnaise on bread. Mm-hmm. Butter sandwiches. Peanut butter sandwiches. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, if you don't come from like a place where you know you have interchanging like culinary cultural fucking shit like that going on every day. I mean, I came from like a single parent household at some point. You know, later on in my childlike teenage career. So when I was trying to, you know, pick up groceries and stuff like that, and you know make my way, make my menu for the week, bro, I would eat the same shit every day, man. I'm Mexican, so growing up, it was butter on a hot tortilla. Yeah, man. Hell yeah. Jelly sandwich or tortilla warmed in the microwave. Yeah, man. Them damn struggle meals. What's your take on building muscle and losing weight at the same time? Like if weight loss is being in a caloric deficit, then would you still want to eat a lot to build muscle at the same time? You know, I would do kind of like almost like a maintenance bulk. It depends how much extra body fat you have. If you're obese, like if you're overweight, you need to lose weight first before being in a caloric surplus. If you're like actually overweight, you need to focus on losing that fat first before you'll build muscle in the meantime, like as you kind of slim down just naturally through like lifting weights and stuff. But if you're actually obese, you need to lose weight first. But if you're just kind of like skinny fats, you can do like a maintenance bulk. And just lift hard and just get your protein in and just limit your calories in maybe not into a deficit, but limit them in terms of like track them so you know how many calories you're getting daily, so that you can maintain that. And over time, you'll start building muscle, which is going to make your body more efficient at burning fats and just, you know, metabolizing all that. So you would kind of just do like a little maintenance bulk. But if you have like a lot of extra body fat, yeah, you're going to want to go into a caloric deficit for sure. Skinny fat is definitely the hardest build to get out of, to like see differences. But genuinely, if you just stay consistent with lifting and not like over, like a lot of times skinny fat people, chat, you know what skinny fat is, right? Skinny fat is just someone who doesn't have like a lot of muscle but has like a little bit of extra body fat. You know what I mean? It's just like an average body type, like just kind of skinnier, but you just have like body fat maybe around your tummy, stuff like that. And then you want to like lean out and shit like that. Yeah, it's a really common body type. Most of the people that I trained back in the day were probably like either skinny fat or just obese. But it's the most common, and it's the hardest for people because people don't know, like, oh my god, do I lose weight? Do I just go on the treadmill all day? Like I want abs, so I have to go do cardio, right? So that's where a lot of people get fucked up. You want to be lifting weights as much as you can. Lift weights and monitor your calories ASAP. Get your protein on fleek and be lifting weights so your body just becomes a machine. You don't have to be as crazy as me, like with this. I'm just going back to my old school ways. I did this for like literally 10 years straight. Okay, I ate like this for 10 years straight. So you don't have to do it like me. This is psychotic, but for me it's fun. So don't feel like your diet has to look like this. This is crazed. This is deranged. Okay, I've done this since I was 17 years old. You know, because I did like actual competitions and stuff. So your diet, especially as like a natural guy, your diet has to be on, like you can't fuck around. I never had a thigh gap, even when I had abs and never cared. Thick thighs are not hot in their own way. Honestly, the thigh gap is overrated. It's just genetics, man. Like people, chat, you have to understand this, man. You might see someone and be like, dude, I want their body type. Like, oh my God, I want to have abs like him, or like, I want a thigh gap like her. Chat, your genetics determine a lot. Now, it's not as deterministic in terms of like, oh, you're going to be fat forever or something like that, unless you have like an actual hormone disease. But the way that you carry fat is all genetics. So you could lean out, you could be a female, you could lean out, get abs, and still not have a thigh gap because your body is probably holding on to fat in your thighs. It's just how the body works, man. It's all genetics in terms of where your fat is going to be displaced. Now, for guys, a lot of times our last little bit of fat is our lower abdominals. Our love handles, our lower back is going to be the last place we lose fat from. But for females, it's going to be different sometimes. Sometimes it's your belly. Sometimes it's going to be your thighs. Some guys carry weight in their thighs too. It's all genetics. So I want to get too hung up on like little minuscule shit like, oh, do I have like a full six pack, or do I have a thigh gap, or like does this muscle peak in this way, just like this guy that I'm following. It should always be likened back to where you came from, not looking like somebody else, because your genetics just aren't going to match up with other people. It's not ever going to work like that. You can never target fat loss, and you can never target like specific genetic developments in terms of like, oh, I want my chest like. Now you can develop your chest, but like you can't like round it off exactly like, you know, Chris Bumstead or something like that. You know, like it's just not, your body's never going to look exactly like somebody else's. So it should always just be what you looked like before, you know, to take progress, I guess. I wish I was able to put that on that much weight. My body just refuses. Yeah. I mean, a lot of times I would say people really do need to, like, if you want to take it serious, right? If you really want to take it serious, people definitely need to look at their caloric intake because of how deceiving calories can truly be. So you might be thinking like, oh man, I can't put on weight, but I eat so much. Sometimes if you actually break down how much you're eating, you'll find either you're eating way less or you're eating way more than you anticipate. You can add like one meal to this and completely ruin the diet. You know what I mean? Like people really don't realize, and a lot of this has to do with just the way food is packaged and stuff like that, and the way that like things get marketed to people. You know, oh, I had low fat Greek yogurt. You know what I mean? I had low fat this, I had low fat that. Then so I can have a lot of it and it's fine. And I don't need to track it because it's low fat. Dude, I mean, you're just setting yourself up for a disaster. I don't want people to be like scared off by this diet. This is a crazed man. Okay, this is not a normal human being. You can fit normal food into this, but if you do want to be serious about like taking your body composition as seriously and take a hold of it and manipulate your body to your liking, you genuinely, the first step you should do. So you're telling me I won't look like Goku if I just work out? You will look like your own version of Goku. Okay, you will look like your own version of Goku. Calories you drink are huge in the long run. Chat, I'm telling you, until you track your day of eating, you genuinely, if you've never done it, you genuinely have no idea how many calories you're consuming. Like, it's just impossible. There's no way. There's no way. Liquid calorie, I mean, they come in everything. I mean, I'll always say this. I always say this because it's the most easy to understand, but if you eat a handful of nuts, man, chat, if I just added, okay, boom, let's say this is my goal, right? 1900 calories, I'm at 1849. Let's say it's late nights. I'm looking through the cupboards. Oh man, you know, I'm still a little hungry. You know, I have 51 calories remaining, right? You know what? I'll just go grab a handful of nuts real fast because those are healthy, because people tell me that nuts are healthy, right? It's all natural. If I go grab a handful of nuts, one handful is probably going to be around 300, 400 calories. Easy. That is the difference between me gaining weight and losing weight that day, is literally just one snack. That's how calorically dense food can truly be. And until you track it, you genuinely just have no idea. So you might be thinking, and then you go to like your trainer, or you go to like whoever, and it's like, man, I'm not losing weight. I just don't get it. I don't understand. I'm not. I do everything. I work out. It's got to be my genetics. It's got to be this. It's that. No, it's literally one snack. It's seriously that easy to go over calories, man. It legitimately is that easy. So before you say, oh, I've tried everything, I've done this, I've done that, I've done this, just my body, it doesn't respond, it doesn't do this. I can promise you, unless you are a genetic outlier with some insane, wild hormone disease, it is legitimately just food. 100%. It always is, man. It always is. So if you really want to be serious about like manipulating your body and you know, getting healthier and stuff like that, this app is free. It's free. It's so easy. You just type everything in and you can get a better grasp at what kind of calories you're consuming. You don't have to be crazy anal like I am. I like it because it's like a game and you can get creative with your food and try to fit it in. But I would definitely highly suggest downloading. Oh, it's called MyFitnessPal. MyFitnessPal, and it's free. You put everything in: your height, your weight, your goal weight, how much weight you want to lose, and just see. You know, just take a normal day of eating. Just, you know, follow yourself and be like, just normal day. Don't change anything, and just see how much you're actually consuming or how little you're actually consuming, because I guarantee you it'll be fucking eye-opening, man. It will legitimately be eye-opening. You'll be like, holy fuck, man, I've been eating 1,000 extra calories every day above my maintenance. Like, what the fuck am I doing? It'll be eye-opening, man. I promise you. You genuinely don't realize, unless you've done this before, if you've ever like dieted or like done bodybuilding or just basic fitness or basic dieting, this shit adds up so fucking fast, man. I mean, it doesn't even look like I ate that much, right? I had some bread, some protein shakes, some chicken, and a potato, and boom, like I'm already, holy, man. So yeah, MyFitnessPal is definitely not, it's not perfect, but it's a great tool to just be aware, like kind of let you in on, it's like we're lifting over a rock and seeing all the bugs underneath it, but all those bugs are just the empty calories that lurk in our food that we consume and buy every day. Is 0.7 G's of protein per body pound enough? You know, for an average lifter, I'd say I usually go about one pound or 1 gram per pound of body weight. So that's why I'm hitting around 173. I'm kind of eating around my goal weights because I'm 180 right now. But for like but I'm also lifting like a shit ton. So if you're like a normal person, yeah, sometimes people go as little as 0.5, but honestly, I would say go up to 0.7, 0.8. And if you're really into fitness and just lifting consistently, 3-4 times a week, I'd go a full gram. But if you notice your stomach is having digestive issues, like too much gas, or like you're not able to drink a lot of water, then I would limit your protein just a little bit more. 2 grams per kg of body weight was mine. I think that might equate to about 1 pound or 1 gram per pound of body weight. I think the way the math works. Yeah, it should be around the same. Not gonna lie, I grew up eating bread with stuff almost every meal until I got like 21 years old, was 75 kg, so below 190. So the quality of food is also very important. Yeah, so I mean, what you want to ensure with this, like this style of dieting, is you're just monitoring your protein, your carbs, and your fats, and then I mean obviously like your sodium levels too, if you're prone to diseases in relation to high sodium levels, also cholesterol as well. Other thing, I need more fiber. I probably couldn't eat this meal every day. I definitely need more fiber. But the quality of food definitely does make a huge wave for sure, just in feeling good. I mean, you could do this sort of dieting and make it flexible and try to fit in like fast food and stuff. The only thing with that is you're probably not going to feel as good, because I mean it's super high sodium, super high sugar, super high fat. So you're gonna crash for sure. And it'll add up your calories way faster than more complex foods. I made yesterday just super simple. That way I could show you guys just like a really, really simple day of eating. Just a really bare bones, like lazy as fuck way of eating. So I'll try to make it a little bit more varied as the days come through. Maybe a little bit more flexible. Try to fit in some randomized foods, not just this like just bread and meat. So I'll try to make it a little bit varied in the future too, just in case you guys need ideas and shit. Do you meal prep? I don't do meal prep. I never did. I always just like cooking day of. If that suits your schedule better, for sure. I mean, honestly, it'd probably be smarter to meal prep, but I enjoy the process of cooking. I'm a strange person. I don't know if anybody else is like this, but this makes me feel very tizzed out. This scratches an itch for me. I get to plan. I get to make numbers fits. I get to cook my food. I get to eat my food, and I know it's going to further something that I have a goal towards, and it just scratches every itch. So for me, it just you know, every number, every calorie, every bite of food is serving a purpose. It's serving a numerical purpose, and it's also serving a physiological purpose. And to me, it's just fun, man. It's just fun. Now, to break up the monotony, definitely have a cheat day, you know, here and there. Okay, you don't need to do this every day. You know, if your family invites you to a goddamn dinner, just be fucking normal and just, you know, eat what they give you. Okay, don't be a fucking weirdo. Okay, unless you're a professional bodybuilder. Okay, you know, cheat. You know, if you know, once a week, you know, once every 2 weeks or something like that. Okay, you don't got to be this crazy, but enjoy it. Remember to calculate your own calories or macros to find your own deficit, because everyone is different. Yes, yeah. So this is mine, obviously, okay? But when you go through MyFitnessPal, it'll ask you, your height, your weight, your goal weight, all of the above. So you'll get your own target calories. So don't just do 1900 because I'm doing it, okay? You want to make sure that it's for your body type and your goals as well, because you might want to be gaining weight, you might want to be losing more weight. So yeah, make sure to tailor it towards yours. Did you start with 1900? Or are you a few weeks in? No, I started with 1900. It was my first day dieting yesterday. Yeah, very first day. My maintenance calories is probably around like 2200, 2300. So I just I took it down by 300 calories. Calculating your BMR, MyFitnessPal will give you a rough goal based on this. General customize mine a bit. Then 10 times weight in kilograms. All for your base metabolic rate. Yeah. Base metabolic rate is could be helpful too. The only deceiving thing with base metabolic rate is this doesn't factor in. You're just doing weights. So that does not factor in muscle content. It does not factor in muscularity. You're gonna have you're gonna have a bigger base metabolic rate if you have more muscle on your body. Just doing weight is just gonna take in just overall body weight. If you have more muscle, your base metabolic rate is going to be higher. So it's definitely good to get started if you're like just getting started, for sure. But it's not a perfect science, you know. Everybody's different. Everybody's different. As you lift, as you build more muscle, always remember your body becomes a more efficient fat melting machine. It doesn't account for minor physical activities throughout the day. Oh yeah. Okay. So here's the thing. With that, I generally don't include exercise, okay? You'll see my exercise is 0. I generally don't include it. Just I know how my body works over the years. I have a base level of fitness that I pretty much just do every day. That's a standard. So I wouldn't, you can track your steps, you can track your cardio, your lifting and stuff like that. You definitely can if you're just getting started, but I have a pretty consistent workout routine. So I just generally don't, unless I have a dedicated high intensity cardio session. So if your mom comes over, then that's it. That's the only way that I would put in exercise calories burned. But outside of that, you should try to stick to a consistent exercise effort. I would say if you're really doing a hard ass dedicated cardio session, then put it in. But if it's just chat, if you're working like a 9 to 5, or if you're working like a service job and you're just walking around, don't put that shit in, man. It's too much. It's too much. If you really dedicate like a hard, intense cardio session, then yeah, put it in. But just be striving just to be moving every day in general. What if it's sports? If you're playing like hardcore, if it's like a really dedicated cardio sesh, not just everyday movement, then yeah, I would put it in for sure. So if you're playing sports, if you have like a really crazy cardio sesh, if for whatever reason, like maybe you're traveling and you walk like, I don't know, 5 miles in that day, then yeah, maybe you could add an additional, 100 calories or something like that. But a lot of times people, what happened with my clients in the past is that they would track their steps and we would do their goal calories, and they would end up overeating because they would see that exercise number and they would just tack on extra calories in anticipation of like walking it off after. So just be a little bit careful with that, I'd say. For the activity level in the app, how much would be considered active? I mean, I put mine as moderately active. So I work out, 4 times, 5 times a week. I generally take the stairs. I'll walk around. I'll walk to the store if I need to, stuff like that. So for that, I would just put moderately active. So if you're working out consistently, when the app prompts you like what your activity level is, yeah, send it at moderate. Send it at moderate, and then unless you do a hard cardio session, don't put it any calories burned through exercise. I wish you guys the best. Okay, this mindset, this consistency mindset, something, I mean, it takes work every day, guys. It's not something that you just do every once in a while. Okay, this takes work every single day.